Hello, YouTube. It's that time of the week where I look over the previous week's YouTube comments. There are some really good ones this week. I had trouble choosing, to be honest. We did 6 videos last week, did 15 comments. There's some pretty good ones in here. You'll love to see it. If you guys like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to be in these videos, all you gotta do is leave a comment on a YouTube video, and if it's good enough, it's gonna make the cut. Like this very first comment, Mario, you were 100% right. Thank you, Michael. I usually am. What this is referencing is my Examon list and how I said Examon was tier 1. Now, there are some people that like to meme and like watch my channels and disagree with my opinions and blah 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 and all this stuff. Okay, so here's the thing, right? If I say something is tier 1, you better take the earwax out of your ears, you better take your eye contacts out of your eyes, look at it very clearly, and understand that I am right a lot. A lot of the time I am right. If I say something is tier 1, it's not a joke. It could be tier 1.0, 1.5, 1.9999999. If I say something is tier 1, and if I say something can win an event, you better fucking listen. I don't hate seeing it because the haters prove I'm doing something right by existing. But, like, seriously, guys, listen to what I have to say and just move on with your day. If you don't like it and you get bit in the ass by it, it's not my fault. Not my fault that you are ignorant. Ignorant, uneducated people. That's all it is. This happened with Examon. Examon won Ultimate Cup. I said Wargrey X could win Ultimate Cup, and I was right. I was right about that too. So I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. I'm 100% right, and I am, and I will continue to be 100% right. That's just how it is. Now, let's talk about something else. Komu Raptor here says that I think Promo Hero along with the Promo Gammon will get reprints in the upcoming set since all the new cards from that set are Ghost Game related. It is a very interesting theory, and it is very possible. That Japanese reprint set could have anything, and I think people need to understand that because it could have literally anything, and you always have to approach that with a grain of salt. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh's reprint game is pretty strong, but Yu-Gi-Oh's been around for 20 years. You know, as this game develops, their reprint game will get stronger and stronger and stronger because there'll be more to reprint. So think about that when you guys buy singles and whatnot. Brandon Toe says, Mario gives so much love to Masty every format. Big respect. I do love her. Mastamon is bae. She's a great deck. She's a great card. In every format, she's playable. I don't know what to tell you. Embers says that Ordainmon without Raguelmon is hard to pull off. I think those should always be together. Now, I love that comment, but at the same time, a lot of people disagreed. My original list, as you guys might remember, the undefeated list, played Raguelmons, and it was cool. It was nifty. We've just gotten away from where Raguelmon might be useful. But that doesn't mean that, you know, it's not okay. You know what I mean? If I was playing multiple Ordainmons, yeah, there's a comment to be said for Raguelmon. But the deck space is so tight, it's not really necessary in my opinion. But, you know what, to each their own. If you have success with it, there's no reason why you can't do it. Dr. Polchina says that he disagrees on tier 1, but is easily a tier 1.5, because as you said in your testing, I'm sure it can get there against even tier 1s. It's just hard L's to plants, depending on the list, and Sorojo, or Sorcerer in general. That's why I can't justify calling this deck tier 1, but the deck sure ain't bad. Unlike the other 3 archetype decks in EX3. This guy got a little bit of resistance. And as I said, if it's tier 1 or 1.5 or whatever, it's tier 1. I don't want to split hairs. I really don't. If a deck is tier 1.5, which, by the way, is an objective classification used on a subjective basis, which for some other games and things in life use S tier, A tier, B tier, whatever, it's fine. It's all good. And once again, as we can see, Examon did the unthinkable, and it won a tournament. So we don't have to hear it anymore. Examon could put a card with Dramon in its name under its digital source, says Hugh Ho Standalone. Do you think it's worth it to slot a couple of the Security Plus attack Aero Vidramon for additional aggression? Is there a way you could find room to do so? Two issues with that. One, the deck doesn't need to be aggressive. And B, there's not a lot of room in the deck. The deck plays so many mandatory cards, which I think is part of the reason why the deck could be better, and I thought the best. Because the skeleton of the deck is like 40 freaking cards, 40 something cards. It's crazy. So no, there's really no room, and there's no need, in my opinion. The deck doesn't need to be aggressive. It's just fine the way it is. Make $750 per day. Says that courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. By Mark Twain. A very inspirational quote. This is definitely a bot. Like, there's no way it's not. And this is the second week in a row I took this comment from this person, or bot. But I have no fear. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm actually afraid of nothing. Fear is nothing. It's a subjective thing, and emotions are a waste of time. Just don't have fear. It's that simple. Once you have no fear, you can do anything, take any risk. Captain Soapy says that Hydramon is the most super rare. Oh boy, so glad you don't edit your content and keep it authentic. This made me chuckle more than it should. Thanks for that. Occasionally, I will do a misspeak. And sometimes they are funny, and I will keep them. Sometimes I will edit them out. I decided to keep Hydramon as the most super rare. Like, someone can also say something like, Digimon is one of the games of all time. You know what I mean? Just some generic, whatever, funny thing. It's what it is. Captain Soapy, I'm glad you liked it. Jay Small says that, why did you buy 3 balls from Ultra 15 each? Patrick. Because he told me so. I included this because it was a SpongeBob meme. I like SpongeBob memes. That's all I gotta say on that. Whelmed says that smiling in that thumbnail because Wargray X topped Lamau. When Mario's right, he's right. You guys notice the theme? You guys notice the theme yet? I tested that yellow hybrid deck, and it's a pretty nutty. If you set up a Shu Chong Wong or too early, the amount of draw power you could get throughout the game is insane, especially against lower decks. I'm going to be the realist person and tell you that I've gotten busier in life, and the new Pokemon game hasn't helped. I haven't had much time to playtest. I did throw this deck together at Digimon Locals, and it won? I definitely won. It went undefeated. It was a really good deck. I have nothing else to say about it. The yellow hybrid Shu Chong deck is really cool. I do recommend giving it a try. I really, really do. Thank you for repeating everything you say twice. I'm so elderly. And this guy commented again. Yeah. In the video that I made, which the last two comments referenced, by the way, where I went over the Ultimate Cup results, the one Ultimate Cup that happened, I was repeating so many things additionally. So this comment's kind of hilarious. And I didn't mind making that video, to be honest. That video was a Twitch segment gone right. If you guys want to keep seeing that stuff, let me know. I have no problem taking top 16 decks and reacting to them. I don't have a problem doing that. KN Talexar says, no idea if you here, UK here, but for card market, our equivalent, refunds are up to the seller. I know I'd personally refund smaller purchases if they went missing, thankfully that's happening, but I'm not refunding on the missing 2 pound purchase I made. I don't know how card market works, I'm not going to speak to it, but at the end of the day, this is referencing the whole point that there are new TCG players, sellers, unverified TCG players, sellers, but everyone starts new, and occasionally you'll get scammed. It's how it is. But if you don't get subbed, you don't get scanned, there's no reason not to buy from the person. That's just how it is. Ryan Brisbois says, hey Mario, quick question for you. I'm actually a fellow Canadian who lives in Ottawa and was curious on how to purchase cards from you to support the shop. Appreciate the shout out as well and looking forward to more content. Well, Ryan, a fellow Canadian, eh? You'd love to see it. Here's the thing. I don't have an online store yet. Whenever I say I'm making an online store, I get busy with my other businesses, and that's just how it is. You can message me on Discord, on Facebook, wherever, and tell me what you want to buy. If I have it, I'll sell it to you. I also post a lot on Facebook Marketplace. I really do. That's how I make the majority of my online sales. I'll post on Facebook groups. So if you see me posting there, that is me. Regarding living in Ottawa, though, really cool. My best friend lives in Ottawa, so I visit Ottawa I want to say usually quarterly. The next time I go to Ottawa, though, I want to talk to the people at that card shop. The name is escaping me. Wizard's Tower. Thank you. Wizard's Tower. I want to talk to the people there and see if we can plan a little Digimon thing. Because I'll be coming up the week of Christmas and all that. And maybe we can plan a thing. I don't know. It sounds interesting, though. Something I might be interested in doing. So keep an eyeball on that. We'll see what happens. Final comment of the day goes to Rick Ford. Already got some steals today. Case of EX3 and BT7 for 800 total. That's fucking crazy. That's a really good deal. Always take advantage of the sales, guys. Always do that. That's it for this week's segment of looking at the comments. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.